need to go way beyond IIT's JEE. India's engineering aspirants deserve an education that prepares them for life, not just for an exam. It needs leaders, thinkers, and innovators, roles that can't be fulfilled if the richness of education is reduced to the ability to choose the right option on a multiple choice question. As educators and policymakers, we must advocate for and build an education system that nurtures diverse talents and potential of our youth. We must encourage them to look beyond the narrow confines of JEE and IITs and embrace a broader vision for their education and future. For decades, the IITs have been seen as the holy grail of engineering education in India. JEE, the rigorous test for entry into these hallowed institutions, is often considered the ultimate measure of a student's worth and potential. Yet, this singular focus is proving to be a narrow, even detrimental pursuit for the country's youth. Alternative institutions must rise to the occasion. JEE is venerated as the arbiter of merit. However, the rise of industrialized coaching centers has muddled the waters, questioning whether the exam truly selects the right individuals for IITs. These coaching centers have fostered a system where rote learning and the ability to solve multiple choice questions often trump genuine understanding and innovation. Instead of nurturing curious minds capable of innovation and flexible thinking, we are manufacturing generations of students who can pass exams but can't think beyond them. The aspirational allure of IITs has imposed an immense psychological and financial burden on families and students. Extreme levels of preparations, often required, come at the cost of a student's mental health and well-being. Kota in Rajasthan, a coaching hub, is a grim testament to this, with a high number of student suicides illustrating the unbearable pressure the current system exerts. True education should be a transformative experience, not merely a transactional one. It should cultivate minds that are inquisitive, empathetic, and capable of critical thought. Subjects should be studied for their intrinsic value and the richness they bring to one's cognitive framework, not merely as stepping stones to secure a seat in an engineering college. As sociologist warns, when education becomes a commodity, we risk creating a generation devoid of creativity and critical thinking, essential for leadership and innovation. Students spend years preparing for a test that is inherently limited in scope, which can stifle their broader intellectual development. This narrow focus can cripple their ability to apply knowledge creatively in new context, a skill that is becoming increasingly valuable with rote work being replaced by AI. Universities beyond IITs must step up to provide a more holistic form of tech education. Institutions must offer curriculum that build technical prowess over a holistic learning foundation. By doing so, they can provide viable alternatives to IITs, thus expanding available choices to engineering aspirants. A paradigm shift in the selection mechanism for engineering programs is also overdue. Many reforms have been proposed in the past to reform JEE, but IITs have no incentive to make the change. The present system serves them well as they get first dibs on talent. When competition emerges from outside the IIT pantheon, the system will be forced to reform itself. By offering an education that values development of a well-rounded intellect, we equip our students not just to solve the problems of today, but to innovate for a better tomorrow. Thank you.